Behind the shine of Shibuya and the elegance of Omotesando, women are gasping for air. Consumer prices have soared, rent is a monster. But wages haven't moved in a decade. For young women, every day is economic warfare. Yuki, 27, juggles 3 jobs. She skips meals, she skips doctors. Her fridge is empty. More than 40% of women in their 20s are stuck in unstable employment. No benefits, no upward path. The dream of urban independence? Dead, replaced by survival mode. Tokyo, the global capital of politeness and progress. But a new underground is thriving. Sex for survival. Prostitution is surging in Tokyo like never before. And it's no longer confined to alleyways or red light districts. It's in Airbnbs. It's on dating apps. It's masters sugar dating, private massage, escort companionship. But make no mistake, it's sex for cash. Why the surge? Because Japan's women are being economically strangled, student debt, part-time jobs, no benefits, no security. And for many, prostitution is not a choice. It's the only lifeline. Girls as young as 18 are slipping into delivery health jobs. Others get recruited at cafes or in DM inboxes. The real scandal? This industry is growing in broad daylight. In Tokyo, cuteness is currency, femininity is a product, and youth is gold. From kawaii culture to anime fantasies, Japan obsessively markets the female body. Maid cafes, schoolgirl delivery services, porn parodies of cartoon characters, it's not fringe, it's mainstream, it's billion-dollar business. Over 30, you're expired. Still a teenager, you're a fetish. This isn't just an industry, it's a national sickness. Think prostitution is illegal in Japan. Technically, yes, but here's the trick. Only vaginal intercourse counts. Everything else? A legal grey zone where exploitation thrives. Massage parlours, delivery health services, enjo-kosai platforms. Police look away, politicians stay silent, and the women? Chewed up and forgotten. Even amid international pressure, Japan refuses reform. Why? Because this industry is profitable. When COVID hit, Tokyo's nightlife died. But something darker was born. Women lost jobs en masse, support programs failed, and for many, the sex industry became the only open door. One former office worker said, "I was laid off, dumped and starving. Escort work saved me." It's not just a sex trade boom, it's a desperation boom, and Tokyo is now one of its epicenters. Once promised lifetime employment, Japan now offers women scraps, temporary contracts, part-time hours, no safety nets. For corporations, it's efficiency. For women, it's slavery in a suit, invisible, undervalued, overused. In Japan, if you choose motherhood, you're erased. The M-curve career path punishes women for taking time to raise kids. When they return, they're treated like interns. One mother, Keiko, said, "After 6 years at home, I was told I lacked ambition. This isn't culture, it's cruelty." Want daycare? Good luck. It's expensive, overbooked, and outdated. Many women give up entirely, forced out of work by the sheer burden. Even post-COVID, companies demand long hours and FaceTime. Family or career? Japan says, pick one. Japanese women earn 22% less than men on average. It's one of the worst gaps in the developed world. This means smaller pensions, less healthcare, more poverty, widows, single mothers, elderly women. They're drowning in silence. Nearly half of Japan's single mothers live below the poverty line. They're shamed, denied housing, denied hope. They raise children in closets and cubicles, and society still points fingers. They are the heroines of a rigged game. Retirement? Not for Japan's women. Many elderly women take jobs in their 70s just to survive. Why? Because they earned less all their lives. And now they're punished for it. Mrs. Sato, a retired teacher, eats once a day. "I gave my life to Japan. Now Japan has forgotten me." This is not just a Tokyo problem, it's a Japan problem. A nation that once built its miracle on industry and innovation now survives on the commodification of its women. If nothing changes, Tokyo will not just be a capital of culture, it will be a capital of quiet desperation. Why isn't this front-page news in Japan? Why are rising prostitution and women's suffering kept in the shadows? Because Japan has perfected the art of polite denial. In this society, shame is more powerful than law, and silence is safer than confrontation. A woman who sells her body is never a victim. She's whispered about, judged, erased. Even friends and family pretend it isn't happening. No questions, no support, no rescue. Mental health services, practically non-existent. Government reports, sanitized and buried. The truth is inconvenient. And in Japan, inconvenient truths are treated like viruses, quarantined until they disappear. But they're not disappearing. They're metastasizing. Behind the statistics lies a psychological collapse. Japan's women are exhausted, trapped, broken, depression, anxiety, self-harm, all rising, all ignored. The suicide rate among young women in Japan spiked nearly 30% during the pandemic, and it hasn't come down. One woman wrote in her diary, "Every day feels like I'm walking through invisible glass, smiling outside, bleeding inside." The mental toll of commodification, job instability, social judgment, and forced silence is unbearable. But there is no national conversation, because in Japan, even pain must be endured quietly. While South Korea, Taiwan, and even parts of Southeast Asia have pushed gender reform and digital innovation, Japan remains frozen in time. It still clings to outdated ideals: men at the office, women in the kitchen. In Korea, feminist movements sparked real political changes. In Taiwan, same-sex marriage is legal and openly discussed. In Singapore, working women are celebrated, but in Japan, women are told to ganbatte, endure. Tokyo may have high-speed trains and robot hotels, but when it comes to women's rights and gender equity, it's crawling. And while the world modernized, Japan commercialized its women. What happens when a society silently allows its young women to sell their bodies to survive? Normalization. We're already seeing it. Prostitution is being rebranded as influencer content, private streams, or companionship services. Teen girls talk casually about sugar dating on social media. Websites openly promote legal alternatives to sex work. And schools are seeing students vanish into the nightlife industry. Tokyo is no longer hiding it. It's adapting to it, monetizing it. Unless radical changes are made, the capital of the world's third largest economy may become the capital of casualized sex work, not because women want it, but because they've been cornered into it. This is Japan in 2025, not a dystopian fiction, but a beautiful facade built over a collapsing soul. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more raw, unfiltered global realities.